In this video we will understand Unit 2, Gender and Sexualities. Let's start. 1. Introduction to Gender and Sexualities. Sexuality is socially constructed, meaning it is influenced by societal beliefs and norms. Concepts of what is natural and unnatural often come into play when discussing sexuality. These concepts are used to describe sexualities that are considered outside the norm. The relationship between sexuality and women's empowerment is explored, along with the role of women's groups in addressing sexual issues in India. 2. Key questions raised. How does society define what is considered natural and unnatural in terms of sexuality? What is the connection between sexuality and women's empowerment? How do women's groups in India engage with issues related to sexuality and same-sex desire? 3. Concept of sexuality. Sexuality is a complex aspect of being human, encompassing various elements like sex, gender identity, sexual orientation, pleasure, intimacy, and reproduction. It is experienced and expressed through thoughts, desires, behaviors, attitudes, values, and more. Sexuality is influenced by a wide range of factors, including biological, psychological, social, economic, cultural, ethical, legal, historical, and religious. 4. Social construction of sexuality. Society plays a significant role in shaping sexuality. Norms and expectations regarding who one desires, when, where, and why are socially constructed. These norms can lead to discrimination and marginalization of individuals who do not conform. 5. Diversity in sexuality. Sexual desires vary widely from person to person. Attraction can occur between people of the same gender, challenging traditional ideas of heterosexuality. Diversity in sexual desires is influenced by social, cultural, and personal factors. 6. Positive and negative aspects of sexuality. Sexuality involves both positive aspects like desire, pleasure, and love, and negative aspects like shame, taboo, and violence. Societal discourse often focuses on negative aspects, overshadowing the positive aspects of sexuality. 7. Fluidity of sexuality. Similar to food preferences, sexual desires can change over time. While some elements of sexuality may remain consistent, desires can evolve. Fluidity challenges the notion that sexuality is fixed. 8. Social influence on sexuality. Norms dictate who, when, where, and why people experience sexual desires. Socialization processes shape sexual behavior and responses. Social norms define acceptable and unacceptable sexual desires and behaviors. 9. Sexual hierarchy. Society enforces a hierarchy of acceptable sexual relationships. Heterosexual, monogamous, married couples are privileged in this hierarchy. Those who deviate from these norms often face discrimination and social consequences. 10. Same-sex desires. Same-sex relationships involve individuals attracted to people of the same gender. Such relationships, termed homosexual relationships, are often stigmatized and face human rights violations. Discrimination starts within families and extends to societal norms. 11. Good women and sexuality. Society categorizes women as good or bad based on adherence to norms. Good women follow societal expectations, including those related to sexuality. The concept of good women is directly linked to expectations around sexual behavior. 12. Sexual pleasure and empowerment. Women, including feminists, often face anxiety regarding sexuality due to societal norms. Socialization processes can control women's sexual impulses and create self-doubt. Empowerment includes the right to express sexual desires and the ability to say no to unwanted sexual attention. 13. Conclusion on sexual empowerment. Sexual empowerment involves recognizing and expressing one's sexual desires. It also entails understanding the link between sexuality and the oppression of women. Breaking down barriers related to sexuality is crucial for women's rights and empowerment. Promoting respectful and non-judgmental attitudes toward each other strengthens collective efforts. This chapter introduces the idea that sexuality is socially constructed and discusses its connection to women's empowerment in India. It explores diverse and fluid aspects of sexuality, highlighting societal norms and sexual hierarchy. The chapter also addresses challenges faced by those with same-sex desires and links societal expectations of good women to sexuality. It advocates for sexual empowerment, emphasizing the need to recognize diverse desires and challenge societal norms.